Hello everyone, this is Billie. Welcome to Billie Holman Creations. And I got started without you, so let me have you catch up with me. I had done this diamond dot quite some time ago, and it's just been setting, and I wasn't sure how to frame it because the size was so obscure. It just, I couldn't find any frames or anything. So I have a piece of canvas right here, and I did get this. It's just a Temu canvas. And I cut out the picture itself. Then laying it on the canvas, I'm thinking I need a border, so I trimmed the sides. I trimmed, I think, 2 rows off of each side, and I think this was fine. So what I'm going to do now is I've got this huge roll of jute here, and oh, and I did paint. I painted this, it's called khaki. It's just a acrylic paint. Painted a frame around that, and because it sort of blends into the jute, and I don't want, to see white through all of that. But now I'm trying to figure, because this row's a little wider, or, this edge is a little wider than the side edges. Do I want to start at the bottom and come up and go over the top with the ropes, like, from the bottom, and then bring it up and around? If I do that, somehow I would be able, I think, to fill up any gaps. But then I'm thinking, should I just start on the top and work my way down around the side? But I think I just as soon start at the bottom. And I would use hot glue, or I've got hot glue, I've got this B7000, I've got the the B6000, but I'm going to start with this one because I lost the cap, and this keeps coming out and it's drying up. But I know if I should clip that or I'll stab myself. Oh, there we go. I don't know where it went. It flew. But anyway, if I just cut this here, I can get some of that glue out and use it. And we'll just start on the bottom side. Let me grab a popsicle stick, some scissors. Waste not, want not. But I just can't get it out of the cap anymore. I know there's plenty in there that would be usable. So that'll get me by a little ways anyhow. So I'm going to leave, I taped this end, I'm going to leave, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to leave a piece hanging out there. And I grabbed some pins, because I might have to hold this in place a little bit. But I'm going to just start here, I suppose. Can you see that edge? I could use another hand. Let me get some on the stick first. Ooh. And I'm just going to go. We're starting down here, okay? Just going to splatter that on there. Use this way, I know I'll use it up and not have it laying around for another. I don't need it up that high for now, but let's see. Will this hold it? That's the question. I know it will eventually, right? Get it off the bottom. Hopefully I can clean that up. And we'll just go for it. Just go for it, Bill. Need a little hang in there. I just want to press this in. At least this way it'd be even with the wall. No. So I'm going to just go around and around. When I get to a corner, if I have to pin it, I'm going to pin it. Just get a little glue on that side. I might have to pin it because I'm moving it around. Let's just see what happens, hey? Should have a napkin here. Catch my messes. Don't even need that, I don't think. I guess I could have hot glued it and tacked it that way. This is okay. I'm just gonna lean it over the side, and this will be a bit tedious, and I'm going to try to curve the corners into itself, and maybe that'll turn out. When I run out of this glue, I might just grab the glue gun. It'll be easier. So until then, I'll let you go and be right back. Well, here you go. I went all the way around. It turned out really nice. The edges are nice. It's a real clean border. But I've been spending the last hour trying to figure out what to do down here on this corner. So I think I have an idea. I went on a mad search looking for different pieces, and what I've come across is I have these bowl of leather flowers here I started some time ago. And I think I'm going to put that in the corner. Now I found this piece here, and it's way too big, so I cut it in half, and I'm going to use this half here. And then this really pretty, this came from a horse sanctuary, and it's I don't know if it's mane or tail, but it was given to me a long time ago. So I think I'm going to add that to this piece too. First of all, I need to cut and glue these pieces off. So I'm going to flip this. And I did use up that B7000, and then I just went ahead with a glue gun and finished off all the way around. But what I want to do is cut this piece right here and glue it down really, really well. I thought I had my heating gun plugged in. Well, I meant my glue gun, but I just cut this tip off, and I think I'll have to cut it all the way down to the edge and make sure that is glued really, really well. So let's glue first and then trim. See if my glue gun's ready. Don't want it to untwist. And, oh, I do have a lighter here. Shall we try to burn it up? That's not going to do much. We're just going to glue. Let's see if this is ready. Not quite. Should be ready now. Let me just get a big bit of glue under here and try to tuck that in and make sure it all stays. Now I've got my... This is a scalpel. It works good for all kinds of things, especially when you're working with a hot glue gun. You don't want to get burnt. That's looking pretty good on the side. Get just a little more in between these. Let them all get glued together, then I'll cut it. So hold it in place a minute here before I trim it up. This turned out really nice. I'm really happy with the frame. You know, once I got started with the jute, I thought, oh, I could have braided it, but I think just plain does not take away from the photo. And I think it's going to be very nice. Let's just cut this off. I'm going to have to really try to get that glued in there good. Ooh, right to the edge. I have that other piece too, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to intertwine that one. So if I can just make sure this is nice and glued in. Smear it. I think we're going to be good to go. Okay. Let's call that good. I'll double check with it in a bit. Make sure it's down. So, here's our photo. In this corner here, I want to put this silver. I just want a hint of silver, and I'm going to place it about there. This piece is pretty sticking up. I need to cut this about 1/4 of an inch, and this is just bendable. I just took my pliers and bent it. Cut that right off. Let's do it again here. I was looking for a rusty old star or something with copper. Would have been nice, wouldn't you say? So I'm going to just glue this in the corner like that. Ooh, I almost got the tip of my finger. About yay. About like yay. That's not going to go anywhere. Then I wondered about looping this piece through this string or this jute. Let's get that through here. Come on, you. Now, if I do that, and I did it backwards, I'd have to come up and glue it like that. So, I think I did it backwards. Let me cut some of this off. I'm not getting very far with this. So if this goes here, I'd have to come through it from the top and under. Because then that, whoops. Come on, Billy. That way, we would, well, that's not what I want to do either. So forget that. I'm just going to glue this down all the way, go underneath like I did before, and hide that spot. Okay, let's see if I can trim this where it's not going to interfere with hanging the photo. Oh, that's the scary part right there, hey? Let's get that in there. Try to fold it down together, mash it a little bit, just like that. Make sure all those pieces are going to be secure. I need a little glue up here. So I'll just smash it in like that. And I can clean it up if I need to with scissors. Are you going to stay? A little more. Let's just secure that a little more. Make sure it's down. I'll let it ooze out a little bit and I can pull it off. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how to tuck this, but I did want it nice and clean. I slowly pull that off. There you go. Let that set. It's not real pretty, but it worked. Okay. Alrighty. That one's sticking up a little. What was that? So I'm just going to, I think, glue my flower in place here. Take this pretty horsehair piece. Just glue it up here, just like that. So we have something in the corner. It might not be ideal, but I think it goes together nicely, hey? I'm going to pull this over. about to there, and then we'll glue that in. Just a little trio of something for an accent piece. Right there is where I want to put that. Just like that. Oh, it's crooked. Doesn't want to sit there. There it goes. I'm going to have to hold it a second. We'll add more glue. There we go. That should hold. Just give me a moment. It's nice and secure. Whichever direction I want that flower to go, this way. Oh my gosh, the wind is just fierce outside today. I had a beautiful hanging basket up and the wind has dried it out so badly. I just looked at it this morning, it was fine, and then I look again and everything is wilted. So I had to take that down and put it in a pan of water. But this is what I'm talking about. Just a little piece in the corner. What do you think about that? Let that dry. I'll check the bottoms, and there we go. I was finally able to frame and finish up this beautiful diamond dot Highland cow. So I'll take some stills. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little video here. Please hit the like, subscribe, hype, share. I'm getting closer and closer to, well, I'm quite a ways away, but 3,000 subs. So if we keep working on it at this pace, maybe within a couple months I'll hit the 3,000. Help me do that if you would. That would be so kind of you. So take good care. I'm babbling. Big hugs. Bye.